Hey everybody, welcome to Cheap Comic Collector. Thanks for watching. Today we're going through my comic books from 1960. But first of all, I just got back from the mailbox and this was in there. Like this. Who sends a comic book like this?
Comic Book Thursday, it's high noon. Stacks of mails filling the room. Cheap collectors gonna swoon, spending dimes like there's no gloom. Spidey swinging through the air, Batman's brooding without care. Superman has perfect hair, Krypton tales rare and fair. Comic books and rock and roll, Thursday's magic takes its toll. Pages turn, hearts grow whole. In this world, we'll lose control. Captain America's proud and true. X-Men fighting out of view. Flash is bolting, who knew who? Wonder Woman's lasso's new. Comic books and rock and roll, Thursday's magic takes its toll. Pages turn, hearts grow whole. In this world, we'll lose control. Secret wars and love affairs, every page a world to share. High noon, it's time to dare. Heroes, villains, everywhere. Comic books and rock and roll, Thursday's magic takes its toll. Pages turn, hearts grow whole. In this world, we lose control. Secret wars and love affairs, every page a world to share. High noon, it's time to dare. Heroes, villains, everywhere. Comic books and rock and roll, Thursday's magic takes its toll. Pages turn, hearts grow whole. In this world, we lose control. Comic books and rock and roll, Thursday's magic takes its toll. Pages turn, hearts grow whole. In this world, we lose control. Comic books and rock and roll, Thursday's magic takes.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. Really do appreciate it. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and please consider joining the Super Friends membership. There should be a join button right down there. It does cost $2.99 a month, but for that, if you're buying from my auctions, you get extra comics and free gifts. And you'll if I'm shipping to you, you will get 3 extra comics a month. And free gifts, but the main thing is you actually get first dibs on the auction books as they come in, because Sundays we do a members only auction. And generally, everything goes for $3. That's where it starts. Nobody's very, very rarely does something get bid up, but once in a while. So consider that if you would. But let's get to it here. We got this in the mail. Wasn't expecting it. I was like, what the heck? This apparently is the other facsimile that I ordered from Archie Comics. They hadn't come out yet when I ordered, and they were going to send me them free when they came out, right? So this one was in the mailbox today. It comes like this in this bag with no backing or anything. So we're going to cut the bag open here because it's like heat sealed shut, and we are gonna check condition. Hard to believe that Archie mails it this way, but the shipment I got, if you watch my video on the stuff I got from Archie Comics, excuse me, they had just thrown the stuff in a box, basically, and it got dinged up a little bit. And so did this one. It's got a major crease right there from the way they sent it. So Not a big deal to me, but when I buy something new and they send it to me, I do expect them to protect it, not just, yeah, here you go. You know, especially when it's something collectible like a facsimile. they, they want to charge us out the nose prices, although Archie's pretty good. Um, and so far. So this is Archie Facsimile Edition number 7, Archie's Girls, Betty's, and Veronica, number 75. I don't know if there's any significance to this issue or if it's just a random old issue. Uh, Notice how the Earth females like to isolate themselves and make strange noises. Um, so one of the things I thought of when I was opening this is because it's a they didn't do credits back then, and of course it's easy enough to look up credits online now. But it would be nice if they put something maybe in the small print or on a border or something on one of these pages and provided credits for the old comics. I mean, I don't know who did this cover without looking it up. I don't know who did the inside stories without looking them up. But in this issue, it looks like Betty makes a deal with the devil. So that's kind of interesting. Sure, it's over Archie, but there we go. So anyway, that came in, and I also don't know because they don't put down the year of when these were first published. They don't provide that either. So let me bring up Grand Comics database here. We need it up and running for the show anyway, and I forgot to prep it. And we'll just do Betty Veronica, number 75, and see what we can see. Uh, 1962. So doesn't belong on today's show. It belongs on a show a couple days from now. Cover pencils were by Bob White, who I am not familiar with. Dan DiCarlo did the first story called Mr. Inferno. Synopsis is Betty sells her soul to the devil to gain Archie's affections. But it's revealed that Veronica did the same some time ago. Mm-hmm. So it looks like most of the issue was by Dan DiCarlo. For pencils, anyway. Anyway, this is the latest from Archie Comics, hot off the press, it looks like. So happy to get that. Wish it wasn't dented since it's brand new, but it's not that big a deal. I just know not to order from them again. Go to the comic shop, get your copy. All right, I'm gonna switch over to the other camera. We'll get into the books from 1960. All right, we have Brave and the Bold, number 28. This, of course, is also a facsimile. I don't make that kind of money, but this is number 28. Gonna add it to the list. I think we showed number 29 several episodes ago. Bugs Bunny, 72 damaged. And I think this is one I had to cut the top off because it was so badly damaged and by bugs and whatever. I actually chopped the top off to stop the damage from getting worse. Luckily, it didn't go into the story, so the story's still complete for me. Um, I would never do that if it wasn't a total disaster. You can still see the damage here at the top of this coming into the cover and some of the other pages that are still there, but I trimmed it as close as I could to the art um, to save it, basically, because otherwise it would have just continued to deteriorate very badly. So maybe someday I'll have a better copy than that. And it's another fishing cover. Fishing and hot dogs were very popular cover themes for the kids' books. Chip and Dale, number 21. And here we have 22, 23, and 24. So should be able to do some consolidating here. I believe 21 was the first one from 1960. So yeah, they were still doing quarterly publication. So this is March, April, May, which means the other one was from 1959, January, starting with December, January, February. So yep, this will go into here, this bag with this one. So we got 21 and 22. And looks like I had to print some pages out on this one. So it was originally incomplete. It's still incomplete. It's just got printed pages in it, but I'll take it. And then 23 and 24 should go together. They don't like frosting? Yep. That one's going to go in the back of this bag. So I have all the Chip and Dales from 1960. Cool. And then we got some Daffy Duck. 21. He's flying a kite and playing a yo-yo at the same time. Multi-talented. Del Giant number 30, Disneyland USA. Yeah. Really, really like the Disneyland Giants. This must be like around the year when they opened the Matterhorn. The teacup, or not teacups, the Skyway ride, which is no longer there, the Castle Monorail, and 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Cool. What else on the back? Just an ad. Not just an ad, it's a Schwinn. And got another one here. Donald Duck and Uncle Daisy Duck and Uncle Scrooge Picnic Time. Which seems like an odd matchup, a little bit. I guess they wanted to feature Daisy a little. Got a puzzle on the back of that one. There may be variants of these where some had ads and some didn't. I'm not sure. I know that was a thing with some Dell comics. I don't know if it was a thing with the Giants or not. That one does not want to stay. The flap does not want to stay in the bag on that one. For some reason, it will eventually when it gets flattened. And here is, oh, I got to put a tag on that one. Another Dell Giant coming up next. And this was 33. And we got number 65, Back to School. You can make a pencil holder for your desk. It's kind of cool. And yet another one, number 38. Uncle Scrooge and his nephew's family fun. Not exactly a title that rolls off the tongue, but and this one had a error game. You're supposed to find the what's wrong with the picture. And yet another one, Christmas issue, number 39. And some kind of puzzle on the back. And then we get into some Dennis the Menace. And this was into the Halden Fawcett years. This is number 43. Number 44. Dennis the Menace Fun Book. That might be a one shot. It is indeed. 25-cent giant one shot 1960. Ooh. Dick Tracy, number 142, but it is 25-cent square bound from Harvey Comics. I'd have to open that one up, take a little bit of a closer look. But first, we gotta look up the details. Let's see, Harvey Comics, Dick Tracy. There it is. Before this, it was called Dick Tracy the Monthly from Dell. Then Harvey got a hold of it in 1950, and then it went to 1961. And they published issues number 25 to 145. And this was 142 so just a couple issues before the last one. Got a date stamp on the cover, got a tape snag at the top, it looks like. And that has actual tape at the top. And that's not my tape because I would not do it that sloppily, but looks like it is strip reprints generally. A few filler one-pagers and things with possibly some new panels to introduce strips and things, but cool. Nice thick issue. I don't even remember getting this one, so it must have been at a time when I was getting a lot of good stuff in. Donald Duck. This one has, wow. Is this laminated? I did laminate it. Number 72. Daisy rifle ad on the back. Ask Dad, he had a Daisy. And got some more four colors. Goofy, another Goofy issue. And here's Henry. But that's not a four color. I thought that was going to be a four color. It is not. Number 62 of Henry. From Dell Comics. Give me a sec while I look that one up. Oh, they got it listed as Carl Anderson's Henry. That's why I can't find it. All right. This one went 1948 to 1961. And surprisingly, it started within issue number 1 instead of having four color issues. So number 1 to 65. And this is number 62. So just a few shy of the last issue, and it's a fishing cover. And we got the shiny facsimile of Justice League of America #1. And I should probably know this one by heart, but I don't. Obviously, it started with #1. And they may have had a 0 issue or two. I'm not sure if they had any 0 issues. I don't think they had any 0 issues because this ended with Crisis, the original run, right? So, there it is. (1960 to 1987). So it lasted a little while past Crisis. And it had a total of 261 issues. Plus annuals and such, of course. And we got Mickey Mouse, number 71. Mickey Mouse, number 74. And Walter Lantz New Funnies, 275. Actually, set that over to the side, so we'll leave it there for now. We'll just start a new pile because this is getting high anyway. Porky Pig ice cream cover. Those were pretty popular too. Number 69. Sea Hunt. Nice. Remember getting that one. And definitely got to look that one up. Oh, more issues than I expected. They had 3 4-color issues, and then it started the numbering with number 4. Went from 1960 to 1962. And went up to number 13. So 13 issues altogether. This is number 4. So this is actually the first issue that wasn't a 4-color. Nice. And we got a Superman annual, number 2. Nice. They're all very nice. All right, Superman annual. See what the first run of Superman annuals looked like. I had 12 of them. 1960 to 1986. So obviously gaps in there. Tom and Jerry. Yeah, I've always told Swag that I didn't have that many Tom and Jerry's because I'd only come across them one or two at a time, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This is like the 18th one just for Tom and Jerry. That's not counting uh, the Mouse Musketeers or any four colors that they might have been in that I have. So I have quite a bit of those that I didn't realize. Here's Tubby. Just got that one in recently. Big water stain on there, but I mean, it's probably from all the jelly. All right, maybe not. Maybe not. All right, so since I put little Lulu under Marge's little Lulu, and I did the Lulu Tubby annual under Marge as well, I guess I got to do Marge's for Tubby as well, just so they're all together in my list. Make it a little bit easier on myself. Hopefully, if I can remember that that's where they are and I don't mess it up later, which I probably will. Okay, he had four color issues before graduating. The number 5 ran from 1953 to 1962. And his numbering started with number 5, ended with 49. And we don't actually know what number this is. I did not have a sticker on this one. Number 40. $19.60. Ooh, fudgies. You know what? I'm gonna trim this ridiculously long flap. And going into the home stretch here, we have a Walt Disney's Comics and Stories 232, 233. Using water from the fishbowl to have a squirt gun fight. The umbrella shields is an interesting idea. That's cool. And I would count this as a Christmas cover. It doesn't have to be, but I would say so. And there's number 235. And last issue is The World Around Us, the illustrated story of boating. Number 22. And let's see. check my pile. What else I got from 1960? And a couple of issues. 3 issues. We got another Brave and Bold. That was the number 29 that I had already listed. Scamp, Hot Dog cover, and Secret Hearts. So, 1960 a roundup. We have The World Around Us, Walt Disney's Comics and Stories, Tubby, which I have to relocate in the pile. Tom and Jerry, Superman Annual, Secret Hearts, Sea Hunt, Scamp, Porky Pig, Walter Lantz New Funnies. I need to relocate that as well, so that's going to go right there. Mickey Mouse, and we'll slip Marge's Tubby in there. Justice League of America, Henry, 4 Colors, Donald Duck, Dick Tracy, Dennis the Menace Fun Book, Dennis the Menace, the Dell Giants, Merry Christmas, Family Fun, Back to School, Picnic Time, Disneyland USA. And like I said, there are other Dell Giants other than the Disney ones in this series as well. But the Disney ones seem to come up more often. I think they just printed more of them. Daffy Duck, Chip and Dale, Bugs Bunny, and Brave and Bold number 29 and 28 facsimiles. And that's it for 1960. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate that. And if you could, if you're enjoying these videos, please leave a comment. Getting a lot of nice compliments on this series behind the scenes, but it does help the algorithm if you leave a comment. So thank you very much, and we will see you next time.
Step right up, don't be shy. Join the fun, give it a try. Click that button, it's not slide. We can take this song so high. Oh, let's all click the like button. Don't just sit there doing nothing. Subscribe and be a little loving. Make our hearts keep on thumping. Do up D, it's so neat. Hit that like, feel the beat. Join the rhythm, move your feet. Subscribe and make it sweet. Oh, let's all click the like button. Don't just sit there doing nothing. Subscribe and be a little loving. Make our hearts keep on